Guys, welcome back to the Matt Chat Podcast with yours truly, Uncle P, Paulie P, Big Sexy, Buff Daddy, Cuzzy Frank, Frank Grizzly, the Handsome Man, the Camouflage Man, the Red Man, the Heat Miser, the Hellboy, Baby Che, Blue Eyes, nice little bits of hair, hashtag fuck Shay, producer extraordinaire Peter Oberg. We're back.
What's going on today, guys?
Lots.
Personally, I wanted to go spinning this morning, but I'm concerned.
Oh, you're like a spinner.
I am.
You're a spinner.
You spin.
I'm a spinner. I'm worried about jumping on my Peloton.
Yeah, you better not do that because you're going to get in big trouble.
I'm concerned.
Ooh, shame on the Peloton.
That if I have a Peloton, then I may be considered sexist now. So anybody who doesn't know, Peloton came out with a commercial. A commercial where a husband, a woman basically...
A loving husband decides to buy his wife a gift that she probably wants.
I apologize.
She did want.
I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, keep going.
Go ahead. No, go.
No, I don't know.
Because you gave that whole speech before.
You know me. I'm more of a guy who throws things in.
Look at the camera.
And look at the camera.
So there was a husband who, a woman's vlogging about what she wants for Christmas type deal, and somehow... Basically, they shifted so like the husband winds up buying her what she wanted, and she goes through these workouts, and they promote that she's
logging.
She looks better, and that the husband's happy, etc. I have issues with this because fucking first and foremost, this is marketing 101, and anybody who has a problem with this should have a problem with everything. Commercial-wise, print-wise, and etc. Because anybody who's been in marketing knows what's the big phrase. Sex sells.
TNA.
Sex sells. And if you don't believe so, I see some of you on Instagram. I see what you do on Instagram.
Filters.
Yeah,
and
come
on.
on. This is marketing 101. It's based off of emotion. There's drivers. There's factors. For crying out loud, there's so many issues with people who are nitpicking this fucking commercial.
They just want to nitpick anything and everything.
But Jesus.
Actually, you want to know who's nitpicking? The fat, ugly people.
But this is like Merkel. This is like Merkel from Germany, who's saying now that in order for us to have a free society, we have to limit your freedom of speech.
Yeah.
What? You have to prevent you from saying certain things. So what? Commercials are going to get to the point where it's just basically like, buy the new phone, and that's it.
So what I'm trying to figure out is that the new age feminists, are those the ones that became offended by all this?
But they're not even real feminists.
No. Listen, I know the definition of feminism. I know what it is. And it has nothing to do with the ones that quote unquote call themselves feminists that call this commercial to be, inappropriate. Sexist. So
Absolutely
what I'm trying to
ridiculous.
figure out is,
How can a person trying to better themselves all of a sudden become a problem?
But here's what's crazy,
Makes no
right?
sense to me.
How come nobody goes, here's a husband and wife. The wife obviously has body issues where, hey, look, shit, some people do. The husband, right, buys her what she wants or helps initiate what she's trying to accomplish. And
So
then
she can feel better about herself and get in better shape.
Yeah. But how do you get that he's being like a sexist, it's not like she's got a fucking sandwich in her hand while she's riding the bike. Don't worry, honey, I'm just getting to work out. I'll come feed you soon.
And I also don't think he said, here you go, you fat bitch. Why don't you get on here and do some miles?
Babe, look, I gotta tell you,
Let's be honest. He does that, you got a sexist commercial.
Before I got to the Peloton, I was thinking about maybe going through the divorce process. But after getting your fat ass that bike, goddamn, you look good, girl. Come on, man. Come on. If you have a problem with this commercial, you're ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
If you're a feminist and you're considering this offensive, you're ridiculous. Feminism isn't about putting women before men. Masculinity isn't about putting men before women. It's about being fucking equal. I, as a man, know what I'm good at, what I'm not good at. There's certain things that a woman is way better at than I am. And I'm not going to say that or try to compete with her. I'm going to compliment. Like, me and my girlfriend have a great relationship because I know what I'm good at, she knows what she's good at, and we compliment. He's got a good relationship with his wife because he's got what he's good at, she's good at that. They both agree with those terms, and it blends. Your situation's weird. I'm not really too sure. I'm just joking.
I'm not lying.
I'm going to give you the term for that relationship. all capital letters, nerddom.
Look, all I gotta say is,
nerd.
my lady didn't put a picture of me fat online.
Oh
so.
my!
Wow. Hey, what did
Look
it
how good I look now, though. Look how
Shay,
good.
what did it say on the
I
shirt,
look now.
though?
I hope I'm not being feminist, but look how good I look now.
So not that I digress, but really, like the ridiculousness of cutting this commercial like into pieces, and so many people getting offended. How about this? How about you get offended about this? They're pushing that you want to have a healthier lifestyle. The bike starts at $2,000. $2,000. That's not even. That's not even including the monthly subscription and everything else.
And the programming.
Yeah. How about you complain that shouldn't health and being healthy and being fit be affordable for everybody?
There you go.
Not the minutia of the crap in between. And this is like, it almost is an analogy for what's happening like in society. You have a specific group of people getting all the dummies focused on the stupid stuff while they push their real fucking agenda. Get your head out of your ass. Stop complaining about the simplest
You're on
things.
fire, man. I love it.
Dude, I'm just honestly.
Get on a Peloton.
Get on a get your fat ass on a Peloton.
And to relate to the Peloton debacle, so there's this offensive take towards the "Baby It's Cold Outside" song, right? So Nirvana had a song called "Rape Me."
Oh, Jesus.
So
Say that again?
Rape me.
Nirvana had a song, quote unquote, has a song called "Rape Me." So where was the outcry when they put a song out called "Rape Me" against not you, baby? It's cold outside. So it kind of relates to exactly what you're saying here. It's the
Idiots rounding up the idiots just to
the
complain about
bizarre
stuff.
world in full
Push
effect.
an agenda.
Yes, it's the bizarre world full effect.
Look at the camera when you talk
It's
sometimes.
like, come on.
You're looking at his ear.
He told you when he's pointing to look at the mother effing camera that he's pointing at. Okay?
Oh, man.
Please punch him. And if you have to break a tooth, I don't want the arm. I want his grill punch. Okay? Enough. Punch his grilling. Back to the grill again.
So, baby, it's
Like
cold
FC
out.
Search.
Baby, it's cold outside.
But here's the thing about this. I laugh because I have a lot of, especially when I was single, interaction with females, right? And I tend to be the guy who gets away with saying things that maybe you shouldn't say. And maybe because I'm a big believer in this, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, right?
Sure.
The way things are presented, people know that it's like a joke or whatever have you. That song is like a pandering. They're pandering to one another. Of
course.
He's like, you really
They're
have to.
flirting. Yeah, they're flirting.
She's like,
They're
I gotta go. Oh, I really shouldn't stay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking my shirt off now, but I don't know if I should be doing this. But dude, if it was like, baby, it's cold outside, she's like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere. Please stop.
Please
I don't
remove
fucking
your
think
hand.
so. All day.
Yeah.
Dude, all day. Look, I grew up with my mom and my two sisters. I was raised in a house full of women. I'm all for female independence. I'm all for, men
Respecting women.
Respecting the women like in a consensual way. Do I really need to think, do you need to be like this? I would like to make out with you now. I'm going to touch your breast. Can I go further? Can I go further? Can I go further?
Yes.
My favorite though
Yes,
is,
Sides are
but it's
saying
cold
yes,
outside.
yes.
but my favorite,
Remember who you're touching.
right?
And my nipples are saying
just-
yes, too.
The specialty like situation, like there's that picture that they're showing of Joy Behar now with who was the comedian?
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Grabbing his
she's
popcorn.
grabbing his
Popcorn.
fucking cock.
He's popcorn.
Grabbing it.
The popcorn.
Like that. No,
But that's okay.
And here's my deal. I have no problem with that. If he thinks it's funny and she was cool with it and
Consensual, who
I got no
cares?
problem with that. But then for you to who is she talking about? Where with Trump and what he said in a conversation with another guy? Let me tell you something.
Oh yeah. Before he was even president.
Half of the guys who preached and moaned about, that's not locker room
He
talk.
grabbed her by the you know what.
Fuck you. I've heard some of the conversation you guys have had. I've seen some of the things you guys have
Come to our
Everybody
locker
does
room.
it.
Come to our locker room.
Everybody
This
does
I
is
have
crazy stuff.
I have a married couple that I know that the husband
Sitting next to you.
is super like, oh, you shouldn't do X, Y, Z to women and respect women, whatever. Little does his wife know, he's on social media pretending to be single, trying to hook up with people. And it's just kind of like,
damn.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how in front of people, right, you'll have one face. But then here we are, secret agenda. And I just like, more of that shit is coming out. The people who are fighting for, oh, the ridiculous. We heard about the children being molested. This shouldn't be happening. Right. Oh wait, you're going to Epstein's Island all the time. Right. Oh wait, you're a big like
the skipper.
Yeah.
Dude, well, Kevin Spacey tried to get it. He tried to play the gay card.
Right.
Right. He was touching little kids, and he goes, they're young men. I'm gay. It's not a problem. Like the special circumstance that tries to get spun. It just. There's euphemisms, there's analogies, there is a gray area with language. And even if you decide to remove certain words or certain phrases, what are we going to be left with? Basic, or sounds? Everything can be, perception is fucking everything, right? One person can look at that Peloton commercial and think, man, that's a really expensive bike. There's no way I'm fucking getting that. Right. Somebody else could look at it and be like, man,
I gotta get this for my wife. She's a fat bitch.
Right. Or that's really super sexist. But I mean, it's a commercial designed to get people to buy a product.
That's it.
If you got a problem with that, every makeup commercial you should be freaking out about. If you're a woman and you call yourself a feminist, and this Peloton, or if you're a man who says that you're a male feminist, go fuck yourself. You're a fucking pussy who's trying to get points with women by lying and saying you're XYZ when all you're trying to do is get laid. The difference between you and me is I'm going like this. Yeah, you're beautiful. Yeah, I'd like to have sex with you, but I do respect you. You're going, oh, no, you deserve the world. I don't want to disrespect. I mean, you're my friend. I don't want to, but I mean, I guess if you did, but bullshit.
Take it to the other extreme.
Yeah, you're a wolf in sheep's clothing. You're playing a game. But seriously, if you're a feminist and that commercial bothers you, how you're not freaking out about every makeup, shampoo, clothing.
Victoria's Secret, commercials prance them out in basically see-through underwear. So that doesn't upset
Thank God for that.
Touche.
It's just.
But my point is, think about it.
It's such nonsense.
Think about it. You don't see them crying about that.
I mean, is seduction a bad word?
No.
Because that's what that song's about. It's about teasing each other, little games.
Okay, cool. I got a song about seduction from the opposite point of view. Loosen up my buttons, babe. I ain't frontin', babe. Loosen up my buttons, babe. I ain't nothing. Like there was that group of girls that the Pussycat Dolls that are like, I don't understand if there's that song is about seduction with a man and a woman, it's a problem. But if a woman talks about seducing men, it's like, oh, celebrating her sexual freedom and her decision to choose, which I'm totally
Good point.
Which I'm totally for.
Right.
Like you should. I get it, but don't. You're creating
Don't
the confusion.
demonize. Yeah.
You're creating the confusion for young men. 100%.
But look what they've done to men. Again, it's a repetitive thing on the podcast. Every commercial you look at on TV, they are not even deltas. What are they? They're right?
Foxtrots.
They're fit.
No, to me they're chameleons.
Well, Foxtrots.
No.
You get where I'm going.
Yeah,
with
so
that.
exactly. But I mean, but look at them. Shoulders this big, right? They speak like this, right? They're very like, ooh, please don't hurt me. They'll wear that friggin' papoose with the kid in front of them sometimes,
papoose.
right? Like they're even how their posture. It's very like, it's like.
But what's funny
soft.
is, but if the woman cheats on that guy, right? She usually cheats with someone who's more of an
Who's a
alpha,
man.
and then the excuse is, well, he wasn't a real. I needed someone to be a man.
A real man.
I need a man around the house.
man.
Like, oh, so wait, you need a man when you need something fucking done, but he's not allowed to be that person that you need when you need something when you don't need something. Like, what the? I'm confused just saying it.
Well,
Like,
it's across the board. Like if you guys had seen the cinematic classic that was just released not too long ago, Rambo, Last Blood.
Bambi.
Rambo. Bambi was good when Godzilla stepped on him. Rambo, Last Blood. Okay, cinematic classic. fantastic. I'll watch it from beginning to end once it's released on DVD.
Really?
Oh, I loved it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
and the reason why I was concerned was just like,
It's one of the best ones.
Well, I didn't want to see. Like, I was worried that like a 70-something-year-old Stallone trying to
No.
He's still a badass.
Stop. It is perfectly done for the age he's at, right or wrong.
Absolutely.
So stop. Yeah.
It doesn't look out of.
No, not at all.
No.
You'll see.
You'll see. Fantastic. So the point I was trying to make with it, and shame on you, by the way.
Hey, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
You should know better.
I'm sorry.
It's fucking Rambo.
I saw the new Terminator. That was great.
Rambo. So when Rambo came out, if you looked, it was on social media. What did you think of it? All these deltas / foxtrots. Well, it's just all these. It was the those real masculine, real alpha male, from the '80s type stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Thank God it was.
It's men.
Right.
It's a man being a man defending his family. I mean, that's what
That's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
So the reality of it is, to your point, we talk about the Peloton, the baby, it's cold outside. The pinnacle of alpha male behavior, Rambo. What did they do? They attacked it. Oh, it's too much. Too much. It's like the guy.
Was he riding a Peloton?
It's like the guy that he's playing. What's the video game with all the guns and stuff? I mean, everyone had, but like it's a war game. Whatever.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Okay, I want to be in the service. I want to be in the service. I want to go to combat. And then they get there and realize it's not a fucking video game.
A lot of hurry up and wait.
But right, you get there and you,
Or there's a bunch of people that just join the military and go, wait a second, what do you mean I got to go to war? What do you mean? I didn't sign up for this. I did this from college. Dude, you joined the military to protect this country. That's it. All the other stuff is just a fringe benefit.
But I think I not to sound like a conspiracy theorist, I think this is all designed this way. I think there is an attack on that, whatever you want to call it, alpha mentality. Not because
course there is.
Not because it's about we don't want men. It's about someone who's an alpha, whether it's a male or female. It's someone who thinks for themselves. It's someone who's self-sufficient. It's someone who looks into the camera and doesn't interrupt their co-stars when they're talking about a serious point.
Right.
It's that kind of shit.
Absolutely.
They're perpetrating that secondary attitude. Be subservient. Don't stand up. Don't speak up. Because I truthfully believe they're trying to control.
well, not only
the
that,
populace.
I agree with you on that, but I also believe that they're trying to skew the definitions of what a man and a woman are supposed to be, and also.
That's actually a good point.
Right, they're
What's your
skewing
prefix?
it. They're skewing it, and the other part of it is because what they're doing is by diluting what men have been defined
The
to be for
polar
ages.
differences between man and women, they allow for this new gender and this new creation
Yeah,
of.
but I'm telling you
Yeah.
where I was going with it.
Good job.
But still was a good place that I went though.
You
Yeah, it
still
was
didn't
all
look in
right.
the
But
camera.
it-
And I did look
As
at
you
the camera.
interrupted.
So let me get back to what I was saying, because your point has nothing to do with what I was going to say. Nothing.
Thanks for convoluting it.
So what I'm saying about the man and the alpha male is that I think I've said this before, and they say when you go to battle, 30 men go into battle. 20 are useless.
Yeah.
Okay? 9 are the fighters, and the 1 is the warrior. Those 10 are who wins the battle. So they're trying to destroy those 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
They're
100%.
trying to destroy those 10. Because that's how you can really change, because when it gets real,
When the shit hits the
without
fucking
when the
fan.
shit hits the fan, you don't have those 10, you lose the battle. And I truly believe by what they portray men as on commercials and everything else, and how the reaction to Rambo Last Blood was taken by, these deltas and whatnot. It's exactly it, because you're gonna need Rambos.
But it's in every
No,
faction.
it's-
I mean, look at what they're
You
doing
need
with
somebody
food.
to stand on the fence.
But look at what they're doing with food. You think soy is in everything nowadays for no reason?
It's a class 4 protein. Your body utilizes more energy to break it down than it actually gives you nutritional value, and it causes flatulence.
And the amount
Which
of
I'm not going to
estrogen
say.
levels
I
that
like
it
flatulence,
increases and
though,
etc.
so I'm okay with flatulence.
Great, good point. Go ahead, Frank.
I missed that, Chris.
I like flatulence.
You should have missed it completely. Put the camera back on Frank.
No, but that's it. I mean, it's in every facet. I mean, they're doing it physically. They're trying to do it mentally. They're doing it culturally. I mean, you're.
Isn't there a lot of estrogen in soy?
Well, that's my point.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
creases
absolutely,
it.
yeah,
yeah,
Creases
yes,
it.
yes.
You think the two biggest, everything in farming is created around two crops. Corn and soy. Corn and soy. All the hardware, everything is created around that
Because
stuff.
it's cheap.
But I think it's more than that.
No,
Hemp is cheap. You can literally take hemp. There's no cannabinoids. You're not going to get high from it. No CBD. None of that shit. You can create protein out of it. You can create rope. It's stronger. The thousands and thousands of textiles that you can literally create out of it, that would be more cost effective, longer lasting, so on and so forth. Yet they're going to argue all this other, there's a reason. Dude, follow the money. Like, if you just watch what they're doing, it's just like when people tell me, oh, the Earth is going through whatever right now, where it's global warming or climate change and etc. We need to get people to drive less, so we're going to put a black box in your car and tax you for every mile that you're going to drive. How is taxing me every mile that I drive going to help the Earth? Better yet, you go to the grocery store right now. You got your bags with you? No, 10 cents. They didn't get rid of plastic. That would make sense, right? We don't want plastic in the oceans. So, hey, you know how we're going to get rid of plastic in the oceans? You're going to pay 10 cents for every bag that you fucking use. Is that going to stop someone who throws away the plastic into the water? Or no. If you don't want people burning fossil fuels, wouldn't you mandatory all vehicles need to be electric by this date? We're no longer entertaining that. If the waters were rising as bad as they would, you think banks and insurance companies would be insuring multi-million-dollar
Beachfront property.
Are you fucking kidding me? Like, follow the money. The man who's telling you in New York, he's running for president, we're going to make these changes, environmental, etc., flies in a jet, owns multiple properties, has how many different fucking vehicles? Everything that he's telling you that he's going to take away from you, he does himself. So what? You're going to have two classes of citizens? You're basically going to have everybody else, and then you're going to have the politicians? And then the people with money?
They have and have nots.
Old style
Puerto Rico.
Russia.
I bang my head against the wall when they're brilliant, because you're getting people to fight for the cause without realizing that they're fucking themselves. Like it's. I'm gonna develop a stutter when I think about it.
Well, look at you where you are in your life, your age, but look at these young kids today. They're growing up in this, so this will be normal for them.
Right.
When they get to your age, it'll be.
It's just like when we gave you a smartphone before you knew how to use it, you struggled. Now you give a 2-year-old or a toddler or under an iPad,
They use it better
and they're
than
like
us.
this.
Yeah.
Listen, the state of New York now wants to outlaw tackle football.
Stop.
Oh yeah. There's legislation.
Is that because the Giants are doing so bad?
I didn't even hear a word you said. They're outlawing
As a Giants fan,
tackle
I'm offended.
football.
That's okay.
They want to outlaw it. Again, why? It kind of lends to what we're talking about here. Oh, it's too much. It's what do you mean? What do you mean? It's a contact, collision-oriented sport. You know what?
Maybe it has something to do with Nike.
What it's about is, I don't need the government to protect me from my fucking self. Yeah, well, he's a schmuck. Hey, Bloomberg, you want to help us out? Protect me from Shay.
Because I can tell you right now that on the next episode, we're going to wrap this one up, is I'm going to bring in a 20-gauge shotgun. I'm going to load it with rock salt shells, and I am going to shoot.
How much of a head start are you going to give me?
Enough, because I don't want you to be injured.
Thank
I
you.
want you to feel a lot of
Thank
pain. Okay? It's
bruising.
Because I've had it.
And he can hunt you in the dark.
I've
because you'll
had
be
it. No, it's not
alone.
going to be anything. We're actually going to film it. I'm going to give him enough distance so that he has multiple bruising all over him from
So make sure
the
you,
rock salt shells.
you stay tuned.
That's it. So, guys, we're going to wrap it up. The Matt Chat Podcast, Paul Ciotto, Frank Ciotto, Christopher Shea, Peter O'Brook, Cuzzy Frank, tell him again.
Guys, listen, this Christmas, when you're unwrapping your gifts and you get on your Peloton bike that you bought for your wife, check out the Mad Chat Podcast. Like, subscribe, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and whatever other media you might use. This is the Mad Chat Podcast.
And that's that.
That was good.